Pisces, how are you? Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Stay tuned for a little bit of an update for how to navigate the channel. For those of you who are returning, in case this is your first time back since I came back earlier in the month after about 10 days hiatus, there are some changes you're going to notice, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. First off is the addition of chapters. So newcomers, this is where you come in, because if you want to skip ahead to the tarot portion, there is a timestamp in the description box, or you can just hover over the play bar and you'll see it light up and you'll see the tarot and you can click to that point. It'll take you right to the tarot. So Pisces, if you're returning here and you haven't been watching for a little while, I did a lot of research and I found that there were a lot of people dropping off during the introduction because not everybody is interested in the astrology that I like to talk about. So that's why we have the break now. You can skip straight to Oracle or Tarot or do your Oracle last. It is a choose your own adventure that I hope will help people find the readings more interactive. The second change you will notice is an intentional focus on divine feminine energy. The reason for that is my research indicated that about 90% of those of you watching, subscribers and non-subscribers, are identifying as divine feminine. So to eliminate confusion going forward, I'm going to speak to you from the perspective of divine feminine. So today is a Pisces reading, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to speak as if I'm speaking to the divine feminine. That holds true even if you're a cross watcher. You just may need to flip the energies around, the characters around for you, but make sure that it aligns. It's not going to resonate for everybody every time. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. So that you will notice. The additional changes you'll notice is a less is more approach. And all that means is my readings will be longer, more detailed, more involved, as will the extendeds, which will focus on, wait for it, the divine masculine. Regardless of sun sign, the extendeds will be all about how they see the situation, how they feel about the divine feminine, messages from spirit, etc. But those will also be broader extendeds as well. And the reason for that is that that's where I'm more comfortable. It feels more aligned to me to do a more thorough reading. You can go elsewhere for your little quick hits, your 10-15 minute readings. I just don't feel comfortable in that realm, so I'm being true to myself, and I hope that you can see it because I've been feeling it over the past few weeks. That it's really resonating for me. So I hope you see that coming through the readings. And all that means is I'm going to only do one rotation through the signs each month. My readings are timeless. They are not date or time specific unless I tell you, like Lionsgate or new moon or full moon. But other than that, scroll through the playlists and see if anything jumps out at you. All right, so those are the changes. And now we're going to shift to the Oracle. This is the Oracle portion of the program. I have pre-selected 3 decks, shuffled and drawn your cards. I started with the Enchanted Map here, Pisces, and you get Compass in protection here. At least Colette Baron Reed calls it protection, but it's reversed energy. Number 55s are about change. So you do have a little extra angel protection with that 0, but essentially this is marking a period of change where it's important for you to sort of get back in alignment with your true north. See, in the upright, this is telling you that, your compass is broken. On the reverse, it's actually like a heads up. Something's coming, some change is coming, reset to true north. And true north will always be spirit. So this is all, telling you it's time to sort of reevaluate where you're putting your focus. So if your focus is on spirit, the divine, the universe, whatever word you like to use, then you're in alignment. So that's good. Why is this important? It's because you're being called to some form or measure of leadership. You got Stag Spirit from Spirit Animal Oracle. It is card 58. 8 and 5 is 13. It reduces to a 4, which is about structure and permanence and shoring up the foundations of things. And the interesting part of Stag Spirit, take the lead is what it says, is that it can also be referencing that you may be a role model for transformation, okay? So I think that's what it's speaking to and why you're being called to sort of reset to true north here, because on some level, a transformation awaits you and you will be a role model. People will be looking to you. And it almost is coming through Stag Spirit as you being the guide for others going forward. And that's a beautiful thought. And then the last card I picked was from Sacred Traveler, which was Desert Passage, and it says, trust there's a divine plan. So all of this is kind of lining up, and this even looks to me like the beginning, a little like Hermit adjacent, so not necessarily anything dark, but if you notice this Desert Passage, the focal point is on the sun. The focal point is right out in front of you. So there's your compass. Let your happiness, the sun, be your guide here, Pisces. And you may be alone in the desert for a bit, but there's a divine plan. And when you come out on the other side, people will be looking to your example of the transformation that occurs. Really powerful. You guys always kind of come through as the guide, so that doesn't surprise me one bit. But this almost feels to me like it's going to test you in a new and unexpected way, like, right, the number 5. So keep that in mind. Something's coming for you here, Pisces. There is a divine plan. So if that Desert Passage feels unfamiliar to you, you've reset your compass to true north. You're trusting in spirit and the universe. You're leading the way. You're lighting the path. I love it. See what's coming through? This is the tarot portion now. I always forget to say it. Okay, let's do tarot now for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Did I say transformation or did I say transformation? Right? You're going to be the role model. Transformation. What's crossing you here? Now, the crossing card can either be here as a challenge or as a support. I kind of feel like it is your North Star. I feel like it's your true north here is in this Ace of Wands, right? The divine gift of passion, the torch that will light your path for your transformation. Really powerful. There's passion here, excitement here underneath. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you might struggle. You might have difficulty letting go. The Death card always reminds us that there's something we need to leave behind, whether it's a person or a pattern or a situation or an experience or not only behaviors but thought patterns, right? We need to leave it behind. I will have you note, there is the sun, just like I see the sun in the Desert Passage. So I feel like you're moving toward your happiness here, but there's something you may struggle to release. Okay, 10 of Pentacles in the past. This may involve a long-term commitment. There may be married people in the mix here on some level. This is in the past. Ooh, what's crowning you is the truth here, justice. So what that's telling you is the card that crowns you, Pisces, is what's going to support you in achieving your desired outcome. Now, I'm going to give you a projected outcome, but that's just, divination. I'm looking forward and it's a potential. But if you want a desired outcome, it's about getting balanced, integrating everything you've learned on your journey so far, especially because of this Death card and the Ace of Wands. You're going to need to integrate the new things that you're learning along the way of your journey. But the Justice card, Libra energy, is about balance and fairness. There may also be somebody here, it could involve a divorce or a formalized ending of a very long-term connection, because I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles in the past. So I will just say that. And then going forward, yeah, 6 of Pentacles, balance again, more balance, but this is different. This is between you. This is reciprocity, equal give and take. There is more generosity of spirit in the 6 of Pentacles card. It's almost as if it's a sigh of relief that you finally get to receive as well as you give. All right, there's the trade-off there, but it comes in to support you going forward. So I'm going to do one more shuffle and then pull the rest of the cards. This is your message, your guidance from Spirit, Ace of Pentacles. What did I tell you? There's a new beginning here coming through this transformation. Possibly a big offer coming your way, Pisces. The energy surrounding you, heads up, before, what do they say? Forewarned is forearmed. There may be some sabotage surrounding you. Could be self-sabotage, so that would be like, definitely be aware of yourself. But since it's surrounding you and it's kind of outside of your awareness, feels like it may be somebody else coming in as a spoiler. Hopes and or fears. I think this is a hope, King of Cups. For many of you Pisces, there are double water sign readings all the time. Could be another Pisces, could be a Cancer, could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. Does not have to be, but we show here your hopes that this person is emotionally available and comes from their heart. Potential outcome here is the Five of Cups. So again, remember I said there's something you're not willing to let go of. This is another energy that needs to be released. And that may be what you're working through here, is some form of disappointment for the past that needs to come through reversed. So we'll get clear on that in a moment. You know how I like to play. Move all my cards around. So let's clarify. All right. We have Scorpio here, Libra here, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So definitely a heavy presence of water energy in the outcome. Aha! Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, baby steps here toward the grand finale, right? As you're trying to transform something here, it's very stressful. I do feel it involves third-party situations. That's why I was talking about somebody may be married. You both could be married, or somebody is already committed elsewhere. And I'm feeling like that's what has to change or is in the process of transforming, and it's exhausting. The Nine of Wands suggests to me that it's just been so dragged out that you almost can't take it anymore. But there's the Page of Pentacles underneath. And I feel like underneath in your psyche here, Pisces, could be you, could be your divine counterpart, there's like this, I can't wait to take the first step in my new life. When I come through this situation, I will be a different person. And it'll be like my, the first step of a 1,000-mile journey. It feels really powerful, even though it's a little page. It does feel like it's a tentative first step, and because it's coming in through the subconscious, it's almost as if you're anticipating that new day. So really kind of nice here. Ace of Wands is here to support you. Hanged Man. Yes, absolutely. Six of Swords and the Page of Cups. So there's a message of love coming in here, or it's being anticipated. Yes, the Hanged Man is in anticipation of moving to calmer waters. I keep thinking I'm seeing this Ace of Wands as a literal torch. Like I just feel you're energetically being guided here. Wait for the enlightenment coming in from Spirit. That will show you the way forward. Peace of mind, calmness, tranquility, getting out of any drama, and this message of love underneath. It's almost like you're anticipating it. And you're inspired. I'm seeing inspiration to for this transformation to unfold. Somebody's really anticipating that first step and that message of love or apology that they're either going to offer or that will be received. Four of Pentacles. Someone's really stuck. Maybe not acknowledging it because it is coming through the subconscious. The below is your subconscious, kind of sort of like pulling from the bottom of the deck. And then this is from the bottom of that. Two of Wands. You know that there's some decision, a path that you're going to travel, but you're not quite clear on what you want yet. And I feel like that's why there's a resistance of letting go, because you're stuck and you're all up in your head, but you've got questions, things unanswered. The Queen of Swords, it's like you're trying to strategize this whole thing, but it's all underneath. So it's almost as if you're working it out in your psyche, in your slumber, in your astral travel here, that you don't feel safe to move about the cabin just yet. And so therefore, this Two of Wands, the world in the palm of your hands, and, you know, endless possibilities, and what do I want, and what will I choose, and what direction will I take, is all kind of being pushed down, almost not just suppressed, a little repressed. And I'm saying that for a reason, because I feel like you don't feel you have those options. Right? Four of Pentacles, nope, got to hold on to what I've got. Eight of Swords, overthinking, negative chatter, right? All the messages coming in, floating through your head, telling you that you're not safe. And the Queen of Swords is there to say, I'll get to the bottom of it. But it's underneath, it's not coming from above. So something still needs to be worked through is what I'm seeing here, Pisces. Ten of Pentacles in the past. Do you see this? Yes. Conflict. Like I was feeling somebody doesn't want me to go here. Somebody doesn't want me to go here when the cards jam like that. I feel like there's a conflict on the home front. And here's the Lovers, a choice that needs to be made. And what you're, again, working through in your subconscious or have been in the past is speaking truth to power. I almost feel like I'm talking to a feminine who is either experiencing marital discord, or there's some discord around a committed partnership, committed relationship, and that it's been going on for a long time. And on some level, you knew that you had to make a choice, but you weren't quite ready to speak up or put your voice to it. Because that Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Maybe you felt a little pressured, but the timing could have been off. Wow. But now we arrive at the Justice card. Yes. Calling it in, calling in the twin. Abso-freaking-lutely. Manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. You're in a beautiful spot here, Pisces. We have the Justice, which for some of you could be about a divorce or separation, or the, you know, a finalization of another connection as you move toward and call in the twin, Four of Wands, and you've got all the tools at your disposal. I feel like this Magician underneath is you working with law of attraction. And the Three of Wands is the action part, because you don't just sit there and say, well, I want this person to drop in my lap and then wait for it to happen. You have to set certain things in motion, and that's what the Three of Wands is here to do. If you want balance and fairness, you have to set those wheels in motion to bring it about, and you know you have all the tools at your disposal to make it happen. So I love that for you. One part spiritual manifestation, and the other part feels very much in 3D. It almost feels like you've worked this through and choices have been made. I'm seeing some uncertainty still here underneath. So that's sort of maybe like what's coming from your crown, what's protecting you, what's crowning you, what you're leading with as your strength in this situation here, Pisces, is confidence. But what is bubbling up under the surface for you, possibly in the middle of the night, is I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. I still got questions. I'm still unsure. I'm trying to be logical about it. Yeah, you can't think your way through this. You can only feel your way through this, right? Look at the Eight of Swords, and you've heard me say it before. This person's next best step is into a puddle if she doesn't want to get, bump into any of those swords. And the puddle, water in tarot, is our emotions and our feelings. So, nice try, Slick, to try to think your way through this. But the next best step is deep into your heart chakra and into your feelings, into the emotions of it. Six of Pentacles going forward. There's that Five of Swords. Okay. We've got a spoiler here. You will overcome it. Whatever that Five of Swords is, you're going to come through it victoriously with the love intact. There is someone who is literally going to try to block that Six of Pentacles, block that balance, block the equal give and take, block the generosity of spirit. Very likely this Six of Pentacles energy is divine masculine. This is not. And I'm feeling like we've got something coming in the way. It feels like it could even be gossip is the way I'm feeling it. Some measure of gossip. Yeah, that's what's coming through. In this part of the reading, I'm sensing some gossip or some gaslighting or somebody intentionally setting the situation up to interrupt this Six of Pentacles. But you will overcome it and come through it victoriously. So just FYI that, heads up, I'm seeing it twice. You can now use this reading to anticipate it so that when it rears its ugly head, you'll see it for what it is and you'll already be prepared so you won't be blindsided. Ace of Pentacles, message to you from the universe, your guidance here. Five of Cups now comes out. That's interesting. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a message coming in. The Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Cups and the Page of Wands is telling you that you're going to have an opportunity to resolve the disappointments of the past, the regrets of the past. There is something that went down in the past. I feel like you're holding on to it here. It's causing you to second guess yourself, Pisces. It's going to be resolved. This offer is coming in despite that. And it's going to come by way of a light-hearted message, just enough to kind of reignite the spark, like the strike of the match, and then you're all in. Then when you feel that energy coming towards you, even if it doesn't seem super highly evolved, as the pages are not very evolved, they're a little bit lower level of ascension for sure, not a king, right? But the message, when you hear it, you'll feel it, you'll trust it, and you'll be able to take the leap. So it's not coming in as player energy at all. It's coming in as the signal that you'll know, oh, it's time to now it's safe to move about the cabin. Remember I said you don't feel safe? It'll be safe to take that leap of faith and move forward to your new beginning. Five of Swords is the energy surrounding you. Like I said, I feel there's some very, I don't want to say it yet. Let me get this out. Wow. Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to try to interfere with the arrival of this Ace of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups right here. That's part of the future that, what you're looking at for the near future. The return, the triumphant homecoming of the twin, of the soulmate, of the love of your life, the one who's captured your heart here, Pisces. And that Five of Swords gets in the way and throws everything off of balance. And here it is in the energy surrounding you. We've got Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And can you see there's the ace in both. So I almost feel like whatever this Five of Swords energy is, it's either self-sabotage that may lead to a missed opportunity here, or it's an outside interference that may, create some, I don't want to say unhappiness, but just disenchantment. But don't fret, because here's the ending and new beginning. I feel like you'll close out the cycle of the Five of Swords. Whoever's energy that is, it will be sort of closed out and the new cycle begins. And so once again, if you look at what we've got here, very similar in terms of coming through it successfully. So getting the love that you seek and having it arrive at your doorstep, meaning without this Five of Swords interference, subterfuge, sabotage, winning the day. Love wins. Love rules. The Ace of Cups will be delivered, provided you don't reject it, which is a possibility. Right? I mean, if the sabotage gets to be too much, some people don't have the stomach for it, but I think you're being given a good enough lead on that potential energy that you can brace yourself for it. King of Cups in your hopes and fears. Yes. Okay. So I think you're hoping, this is all hope, hoping that your King of Cups arrives with a plan, right? This is the love, the happily ever after, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, be methodical, intentional, deliberate, do it right the first time. So we don't have to contend with the 5 of Swords anymore. I feel like this person is coming to you, or you hope they're coming to you in 3D, consciously, and not from emotional overwhelm or confusion. So that 7 of Cups underneath is sort of all the myriad ways you can work through this, or assist them to work through all of their emotions as well. Woo, 5 of Cups here in the potential outcome. Queen of Cups. So now we have a King and Queen. Oh my gosh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I sort of feel like the guidance here is, look at how she's looking at this person's back. She's just staring straight at this person who's looking at the 3 cups knocked over. That's harkened back to some sense of loss or a mistake or a regret, something that didn't pan out. What's behind him? The 2 of Cups. So we've got that beautiful soulmate energy here, and I feel as if this is your opportunity to hold compassion for someone who may still be looking at the past, especially if it's someone who is releasing a marriage or a long-term connection of some sort. There will be regrets. There will be sorrow, but you can enter this with compassion, right? And allow them to kind of sit with it a little bit. The 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment and contentment, sure, but it can also be a slight nod toward complacency, almost as if to say, if this is as good as it gets, who needs this 10 of Cups? And what you're saying is, I really want the 10. And so in order to help this person process all their emotional overwhelm and keep their heart open to you, you may need to kind of sit with the overwhelm a little bit. You may need to kind of be a support system, is how that Queen of Cups is coming through. She is the empath of the tarot. This person is returning this, as they return, it may be that they're not showing, because this is from under the deck, they may not be showing their enthusiasm since they're still seated in some measure of disappointment, regret, sorrow, loss, right? If that's the case, I don't think it's you. I think you're the queen. I don't think it's you. I do feel like, it could be. It can always be. But what I'm seeing here is the Queen of Cups as a support to this King of Cups who is moving slowly because there's a lot of emotional overwhelm to process. So you hope they're coming in with 10 of Cups, and they may just show up with 9. Okay? So we're going to give them a pass. We're going to give them a break. We're going to let them get settled in on an emotional level before we start introducing them to the Ace of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, if this is speaking to you, the link to the extended is below. We're going to look at divine masculine energy, how they are showing up in the reading, their energy, present energy, how they see this situation. I'll pull cards for how they feel about you with regard to this situation. I'll pull additional guidance from Spirit or the universe for those energies that come through, and some additional oracle to close out the reading. Let me tell you who showed up. I started with Scorpio. Yes. Hanged Man is your energy, Pisces. We've got Lovers is Gemini. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini. More about Mercury, actually. Justice is Libra. We have the Fool is Aquarius. Aquarius and Capricorn in the World card. And we have a little touch of Sagittarius in the Knight of Wands. We have a King and Queen of Cups. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And the Queen of Swords showed up. Can be a reference to Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but I'm feeling it's, more just about being all up in your head and logical and rational and not really deep in your heart and your emotions enough. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. The link to the extended is below. I hope to see you there in a minute. Otherwise, take care, Pisces, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.